So do we have any goals? Well, yes, there's a lot of industries that we need to strengthen, the traditional industries, and also our core industries. We need to have the core components. Now we are relying on foreign producers. As for core industries, we need to integrate them so that there's a clustering impact, and if we could provide total solution to our customers, and of course they will be able to generate more profit. The key lies in the government. What kind of policies that could promote the integration? And also we need to nurture emerging industries. So finally, there's a lot of problems challenging us in Taiwan. We want to improve our GDP. We want to improve our employment. Now, we have internal problems, and I'm sure you have internal problems in Hong Kong as well. There is a xenophobia in Taiwan, and this is spreading. Now, of course, there are many different factors contributing to xenophobia. People are afraid of China. When I was a minister of the transportation, we were talking about direct air link with mainland China, but there was a lot of resistance. People in Taiwan, they would rather have a transit in Taiwan because they are afraid that the return leg will be an aircraft full of People's Liberation Army trying to occupy Taiwan. This is the fear. There is a partisan division, and we're also debating chicken or egg first when it comes to China problem, especially for trading. Policies that have to do with other countries, they involve one China policy. And if we want to sign any FTP with any country, then these countries, they want to seek consent from China first. I completed 2 major FTAs during my tenure in my office, New Zealand and Singapore. So we should not ignore the importance of China. But we can go to China via other countries. We don't have to go to the world via China. But if we go to China via other countries and the rest of the world is asking for Chinese consent, what would we do? Now, the reason why New Zealand and Singapore signed FTA with Taiwan is because we've signed ECFA with China. And so New Zealand and Singapore, they also have an FTA with China, and because we also have an ECFA with China, and so they are willing to sign an FTA with us. However, ECFA is only a framework. When we were trying to implement or ratify some of the laws and regulations regulating the trading of goods and services part of ECFA, there's a lot of resistance. Now, because of this resistance, other countries are not willing to continue the negotiation with us on FTA. So we are debating what comes first, chicken or egg. We have to resolve this China issue. If we do not resolve this China issue, then we can't really go anywhere. And there are external challenges. When we go attend APEC meetings, we see that there's a lot of small group discussions. They talk about regional integration. They talk about FTA. Members of APEC, they sign contracts or sign FTAs without Taiwan. So we see that our competitors are moving ahead, and yet we're lagging behind in Taiwan. So it's important that we communicate with stakeholders within Taiwan. And if we cannot resolve this, then we can't really sell our products. We can't really export our products. And our competitiveness is going to be diminished. Of course, situation in Hong Kong are very different from what we have in Taiwan. However, there are some similarities. And therefore, we in Taiwan need to have a consensus. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.